What up, y'all? Tusker here, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna be talking about Pepe. Yes, the little birdie on top of my head, as well as the little guy sitting up in the tree, Pepe. So with the patch update for 10.2.5, they added 3 variation costume outfits for Pepe, the Dragonflight. So I figured this is a good time to showcase pretty much what Pepe is all about, where to start, 3 toys that you can get that accommodate Pepe, and all his costume locations. So as usual, I have the timestamps in the description, so if you already know all this stuff and just want to know the locations of the new ones, you can just skip around wherever you want to go. But with all that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So who is Pepe? Pepe is this little guy who first showed up in the Warlords of Draenor expansion and has followed us around to all the other isles and expansions ever since. He's just a little companion that hangs out in your head while you're traveling or doing anything. So how do we get Pepe from the very start? So you're gonna get into your garrison. Now I'm on the Alliance side right now. I'll show this one first. And in this tree right here, next to, I think, well, whatever plot this is, but this one will be 48, 45. And he's just sitting up here in the tree. You jump and you grab him. Now he'll be in, I think, a different spot for stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 3 is just the easiest. If you have that, just jump up and grab him. The Horde, I'll put up a little video of where he is on the Horde side. But basically, that's all you do is just jump up, grab him, and he just hangs out with you for an hour. A couple of disclaimers I wanted to talk about. This one, he will stay on your head even if you shapeshift. So, say I go into Drakthir, boom. He's still sitting there. If I go off, he will still there. Druids, he'll still stay on top of your head for whatever form you are. And a whole lot of different toys, he'll still stay on your head too. Another disclaimer is if you die with Pepe, you'll lose his buff. So he's basically a buff. So if you die, he's gone. And the last disclaimer I wanted to talk about is the costumes that I will be talking about are character based. Now, why Blizzard has done this, I really don't know. I figured they would have changed it by now, but I'm hoping in the future they'll just, if you got them all on one character, you get them all on the rest. So say I use this dimensional toy, the bird whistle, it'll only pop up the costumes that I have on this character, same as if I jump and grab this one. So say I'm sitting here, I jump, yeah, see, I got the Santa one. So I don't know if that makes or breaks even caring about it, but just know that it is not account based costumes, but the toys are account based. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the toys. All right, so for the 3 toys, it is the transdimensional bird whistle. This is the one I was talking about, so you don't have to always click the bird anywhere. You can just call him whenever you want. The other one is a Tiny Set of Warglaives, which puts a Demon Hunter style Pepe on your head. And the last one, most of you might have already gotten if you got the drop from the last Winter Bell. That's where that one came from. But I still want to show it off since it was associated with it. So the big one, the transdimensional bird whistle. How do we get this one? Well, it's going to take a little bit. Nothing about it's hard, but especially at our level now. But it is going to be a little time consuming doing all this stuff. So how do we get this achievement done? So you will have to go to the Warlords of Draenor and kill, I think it's either every or most bosses in every raid and the last boss of every Warlord of Draenor dungeon and 3 of the world bosses. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but if you got some spare time, it's something you can do. Now, when you do this, you have to have Pepe on your head. The buff up here. You have to have Pepe's buff to get credit for this. I've already got it done, so I can't track it, but I would track it. So after you get the kills, make sure everything counted and you're good to go. So another thing is you can use any of the other ones. So that's what I was talking about. The garrison, you don't have to, but I mean it's just easy since everything's already out here. But any of the costume ones will work. A quick little side note: if you want to, unless there's something from the raids, like maybe Blackrock Foundry or the mythic mount you're after, or maybe some of the transmog or anything like that, you can grab the Pepe in your garrison and come right over here to this guy Seer Kazul. Now he will not show up until your garrison is at least level 2. As soon as that happens, he'll show up right out front, and when you click on him, that'll be your LFR. So if you don't care about any of the other stuff from there, you just want to knock this out, you can grab Pepe from the tree and just queue your way on down this list, and that'll at least knock out the raid portion. So then you'll just have the world bosses and the dungeons. Now the world bosses, just to show, is Rukmar, which should be inspired. Yeah, right here. Now this one shouldn't be too difficult because there's always people out here. Well, none of this will be difficult, but he does fly pretty high, and usually people pull him down. But the other two, if you look for them in Gorgrong, it's right there. Joel the Runner and the Ageless is right there. So those are the 3 world bosses you'll need. And then the other ones, they'll just be the dungeons for every single one. Just look up the entrance for every single dungeon and just go there, run through it, and kill the bosses from those. And that's how you'll get the interdimensional bird whistle. Also, I read a couple people that when they got it, they didn't get it in the mail or in their bag or anything. And apparently some people just had it go straight to their toys, their collection. So as long as you got the achievement done, boom, you've got that one. The second toy on the list, it is a Tiny Set of Warglaives. And as you can see, it makes Pepe a demon hunter bird that sits on top of your head. Now there's 2 things about this. One, you'll have to be a demon hunter to get this. But once you get it, any class, spec, whatever on your account can use it. Second is, once you get this one will not work for the transdimensional whistle. You'll still have to go out and find Pepe and click and have that buff and run the raids and all that kind of stuff with that one. This one will not work. This one will just be a regular one you can use all the time. So if you don't even want the other ones, you could just go get this one pretty easy. Now, how do we get this one? You come to the Broken Shore or Broken Isles, and you'll start your Demon Hunter quest line. Now, to unlock this one, you're gonna have to do the full Demon Hunter quest line and even the Broken Shore quest line to where it unlocks your class mount. So once you've done all that and got that all done, you'll be able to come right in here and go straight across where I think it was this one. Yep. Unless it won't show me anymore. It probably won't because oh no, it's right there. And that's where you get it from. And it costs 1,000 order resources, so it shouldn't be too hard to get these now. The third toy is the Festive Transdimensional Bird Whistle. I swear everything in this garrison will just run through you. But we use it and Pepe will show up in a little sleigh and follow you around. Now you can't have both of them. Like if I use this right now, see, boom, it'll just pop up on my head. I wish you could use both of them, would be cool, but I guess that defeats the purpose. Pepe. But once he's in the sleigh, probably should have showed, you can fly around and he'll fly around with you too. He's real slow, but it's pretty neat though. But that one is for Wintervale, so you'll have to wait till next year to get it from one of the stolen presents out there. Alright, so now we've gone over all the toys. We will move on to the location of all his cosmetics that come along with him. For the first costume, we are in Spires of Arak. The very bottom at 5483, and as you can see him, it's Pirate Pepe. So you just walk up to him, click him, boom, and let's see, yeah, gives you a toy, click it, and now he's added. So that's how all of them work. And so anytime I use this or click that tree in my garrison, it'll just be random from all these costumes that you get. But that's what that one looks like. So let's move on to the next one. The next one, we are in Talador at 5163, and this one is going to be the Knight Pepe. He's right here in this little tent. Walk up to him and boom. Oh, did I get it? There we go. A Knight Pepe. So we'll use that one, and let's move on to the next one. The next one is in Nagrand at 8050. It's right here at this flight path. If you don't want to fly out here, I will tell you, it's super quick getting around here now that Dragonflight's unlocked. I'm just cruising around here. But once you land or get here, he's gonna be over here jamming out next to these guys, and it will be the Viking Pepe. So let's click him, and we got him, and we'll use that. All right, and now let's grab the last one that's out here in the WoD zones. And for the last one, we are in Gorgrong at 4741, and he is right inside the middle tent, and this would be Ninja Pepe. So once I click him, and once I use this one, he's got a little sword. I should get an achievement. I already got it on another character, but I'm having it on this one, so we'll see. I did not get it, but once you do that, you'll get let's go ahead and look at it. It will be the collections tab right here. I found Pepe, and you'll get that achievement right there. So that's all the Warlords costumes. Let's go on to the Legion costumes. Alright, so for the one in Legion, there's only one, and it's Traveler Pepe. So as you can see, I just got an achievement for it. I already had it, but it gave it to me again, the Tangerine Traveler. The trick with this one is he can spawn anywhere out here in Dalaran on the Broken Isles, but inside Dalaran, all over all these shops, just not in your faction's capital, just anywhere else in here. I personally would say just run around, try and find them. But if you really don't want to deal with that, I'll list everywhere he could spawn at in the description down below. So you can either just read that and go to the everywhere he can spawn. But I personally think just run around and keep looking for him. Took me a minute, but I finally found him inside the bank. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Battle for Azure. Alright, so there are 3 that are in the BFA zones. And the first 2 I'm going to talk about is, one is in Boralus and the other one is in Dazar'alor. So whatever faction you're a part of, you're going to have to sneak into the other one to get a hold of that one. So I'm in Boralus. I'll be able to get this one, but I'm also going to go after Dazar'alor. So I do have some invis pots. Yeah. To see if I can get a hold of the other one too. Just want to quickly mention that because as you can see, there's a guard there. I'm not sure if that one would attack, so you could just fly right in here. I'm not positive, but I just wanted to mention that it's going to be in the other zones, capital cities. But it is kind of far away because you can see that's where the main hub from Boralus, so we're over here. Anyways, right now I'm at 53.99. But or 53.70, but this one is actually 54.71. We go inside this little house right here, turn to the left, and you can see the diving Pepe sitting inside the fish tank. So we'll click him, and you can see that one. I do like that one. And that'll do it for that one. So now let's go get one from Zandalor. Alright, so for the next one is the Voodoo mask inside Dazar'alor, inside Zandalor. Now, a quick note that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to do all these on one character, and I chose my Alliance main. So, when I went to the boat to come over to Zandalor, I couldn't get the quest. I was trying to figure out what in the world's going on. I couldn't come to Zandalor at all. So if you're having the same trouble, if you didn't do any of the BFA stuff and you're on an alt and you're wondering why you can't get over, you have to do the intro quest. So I went back to my main city, to Stormwind, and looked for a guard that's next to one of the bounty boards, you know, when you're leveling, and it'll have the Battle for Azeroth intro quest. Do that all the way up to you get the achievement that says welcome to whatever. I think it was welcome to Boralus, and I guess the Horde side will be different. But as soon as you get that, you can go to your ship and then do the intro quest and choose whichever one. Like I chose Zandalor, you could choose Boralus if you're Horde. So now that we're over here, it's gonna be in this cave. It's the Voodoo, or not this cave, but this building. It's called the Voodoo mask. It's at 3816 inside Dazar'alor. Don't make the mistake like I did thinking it was Zandalor and I flew all the way over here. No, it's in Dazar'alor. Now you could take a potion and get in there if you want to be safe about it, but I'm looking at their health. They don't look too bad, so I'm just gonna go straight up in there and see what happens. There we go. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, I guess you just gotta watch out for this guard. And that's pretty much it. And just like in the Boralus one, there's just that one guard sitting out there. These other ones don't even seem to bother me. So, okay, never mind. I guess they just keep coming in. Well, experiment concluded. Alright, so where would you be at? He is supposed to be... Am I? Oh, I might not be. I think he's a little bit over, so we're gonna have to... Sorry, here's 38. Okay, we'll come in here. I wonder if the potion will work. Nope. Okay. And where are you? There he is. You see him up here on this little tiki hut? That's where he'll be at. So I'm gonna jump up here. Boom, got him. Now let's get out of here. Which I am pretty sure I'm not gonna make it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. But that's where he's at. Sacrifice worth it for Pepe. Always like Bon Samedi. Anyways, that's where that one is for the Horde side, and likewise for the Alliance. Now there's one left out here, and let's go grab that one. Alright, so for the final one in the BFA zones, it is going to be in Mechagon. Now, if you're like me, and like I'm on my Drak tier, and I've never been to Mechagon, you're going to have to do the intro quest, and the intro quest when you get here. There's no skips to it, at least none that I found. So, as soon as you get in here and get the intros to where the main city opens up, you'll be able to find Chromie in here. And once you see Chromie in here, I'll show that in a second. You can talk to her and she'll send you to an alternate version of Mechagon Island. And then you come out here at 6847 and you'll see this little guy, P3. He's all mech'd out. He's got little laser beams that come out of his goggles and stuff. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna click him. There we go. Little teeny Clockwork. That one looks pretty cool. They had some cool ones starting in BFA going on. But I'll show real quick where it is. Once you unlock the city, you'll come right over here and you can see Crummy just sitting there, and you can talk to her about getting that. So that's the last one from here. So now we're going to move on to the Shadowlands. Alright, so now we are in Shadowlands, and there's 4 Pepes here, and they're super easy to get. So, there is 1 Pepe for each covenant, like the Night Fae and the other 3. I can't remember right off my head. Vanthier and the other 2. But you have to get to Renown 56 with them to get it. It sounds like trouble. Oh, you gotta grind it out. It's actually very, very simple. When you come to Oribos, come to the top area where the Flight Masters is, and come to where I'm standing at 5971. You'll see an NPC right here, Dara. If you click them, the top right item, if you see it says increase renown to your current active covenant to 60. So all we need is 56 to get Pepe. So as you saw earlier, I'll put a picture up real quick, and that's the one for Ardenweald, Night Fae. I already got that one. But the other ones, let's grab those, and they're 500 each. So if you haven't done these at all, it costs you 2k, and you just get those. As soon as we have those, we will head right on down. Right in here to where you can pick your covenant. And as of right now, I'm in the Night Fae. So I'll just jump over here to the let's say I am sure. Okay, now that I've joined the covenant, I can go ahead and click one of these. And now you can see it gave me all these items right here. So the mounts I already have, that blah blah blah. But this is where you're after right there. I can't read the collections. So you'll get a couple of stuff. But that right there will give you Wings of Pepe. So let's use that one. Well, I guess it doesn't show you. Well, these are how you get them. I'm gonna get them. I'll put up all the pictures right now so you can see all 4 of them. And that's how easy it is. Like, I'll jump over here. Now, it's just me, I am sure. Now I've switched to this covenant. And now that I'm in there, I am going to use that. Boom. And now you'll see that I'll get all these items. Boom. So you'll get a ton of stuff if you've never been here. And right there, Tidal Vial of Slime. I bet I could take him off and then use this. Nope. So yeah, definitely, you'll see the pictures. And then jump over here, use this one. I am sure. Let it load up. Oh, use the... Don't forget to use the item. And there we go. Tiny Sandstone. And that's how easy it is to get that one. And if you've never done that, that's a super easy way to get all kinds of sorts of things. Just super easy. Mounts and transmogs and stuff. Alright, so now we are done with the transmogs. Now we're done with the Shadowlands. Let's go on to the new ones that were just added in Dragonflight. Alright, now that we are back in Valdrakken, this one is by far probably the easiest one to get. You can see right there. I can't click it. I've already got her. But it's right by the steps at 5053. Just right when you come down, just sitting right here. So now let's move on to the next one. The next one is Explore Pepe in the Awakened Shores at the Dragon Scales base camp at 4782, sitting right on top of the roof right there. So we just click him, use that one, and we got one left to go. And our final one is the Tusker Pepe He is in the Tusker encampment, and it is at 1348. Just sitting right when you land, just right over here to the right. You canvas him. He's right there sitting next to these guys. Just click that. Boom, you got some tiny ear warmers. Put those on, and boom. Now you got that one. So there you go. That is all the Pepe's, all his costumes that are currently as of 10.2.5 in the game. So now that we've collected all of the costumes, let's get on to the outro. Alright, but when I was closing this out, I completely forgot there are 2 more Pepe's, but they are tied to holiday events. So one you saw earlier at the beginning of the video, that was the Santa or Grandfather Winter Pepe. That one's only available during the Winterfell event and the main area of where Winterfell is. So for Horde, it's going to be Orgrimmar, and Alliance, it'll be in Ironforge, and he's in different locations in there. And well, same location, but he's right by Grandfather Winter. And the other one is during Hallows Eve, where Pepe sits on one of these. I want to say it's this one or this one, I'm not positive, but it's a scarecrow Pepe. So if you remember that for next year, I know both of those holidays just ended, but yeah, those are the other 2, unless Blizzard adds more for future holidays. Anyways, now let's get on to the outro. And that concludes these adventures with Pepe. So if you collected all of them and got a toy and all that, congratulations. Now you have a little companion to follow you around on all your adventures through all our past expansions. And of course, I'm pretty sure Pepe will show up in the War Within. So anyways, if you liked it, think about leaving me a like or subscribe. And until next time, we'll see ya. Peace.